Hey guys, welcome back to the Charismatic Nerd. So today we're gonna get corny and talk about self-knowledge. But before I butcher this idea up, let's have someone else explain it. The ancients wrote it forever in letters of gold on the wall at Delphos, and in characters of esteem in the souls of the wise. Know thyself. Of all living creatures, only man mistakes his end, only he can stumble, led astray by the very nobility of his free will. And the person who begins by not knowing himself will never know anything well. What good is wisdom unless you are wise to yourself? We degenerate into the slaves of our slaves as often as we submit to vice. No robber, no sphinx, assails a traveler, assaults the living like self-ignorance. Ignorance condemned to stupidity when it does not know, and does not notice its lack of attention. One of the issues that I and many other people suffer from is the fact that we don't know ourselves that well. What does that even mean? Well, you know how your friends can point out your weaknesses better than you? Well, that's due to you not knowing yourself as well as you should. As a result, people go on living their whole lives making the same dumb mistakes because they don't know themselves, whether it's bad habits, internal issues, emotional issues, etc. These things hold people back, not because they're impossible to fix, but because they don't know their personal faults to begin with. One of my biggest issues was that I got nervous and excited very quickly. My emotions would overwhelm me and I would end up looking like a fool. If I was too nervous, I sounded like I deserved to be on the movie Dumb and Dumber. Or if I got too excited, I'd be too eager and scare everyone away. This could have been avoided if I knew myself a little better. But instead, I ended up committing these mistakes for years. Now, this begs the question, how did I improve? Well, it was through therapy and journaling. Now, these aren't sexy answers, but to be quite honest, the best things aren't. With therapy, it was there to help me find those deep-seated issues, and with journaling, it was there to help me find the patterns in myself. These two things will help you open your eyes to how you operate mentally and emotionally. And with seeing yourself objectively, you can take steps to improve. It's not a crazy formula, but a simple one. And to be honest, the reason why I dislike a lot of personal development content on YouTube is because they focus on fluff. You know, things that seem cool or sexy. But if you don't know yourself, then any advice you get is useless. You need to start with the basics in your personal development. I went years reading and consuming so much self-improvement content, but I was ignorant of how I operated. And as a result, I got very little results. To get the best out of life, you have to focus on knowing yourself first. Even Sun Tzu has a piece on this. Know the enemy. Know yourself. And victory is never in doubt, not in 100 battles. It's not enough to know others or other people or whatever knowledge that is out there. We have to know ourselves. Life will throw curveballs at you, and the last thing we need is to get in our own way when dealing with life. So commit to knowing yourself, and trust me, you'll find that this simple tweak will progress your self-improvement faster than any content you can find on the internet. Alright guys, that's it for today. Thank you again for watching. Please don't forget to like this video, comment, subscribe to my channel, subscribe to my newsletter, and guys, remember, you're not just any type of nerd, you're a charismatic nerd.